in his life, John Hughes received several letters from a Dublin antiquarian looking into the Hughes family history, investigating the possibility of some Welsh ancestry in the Hughes line. The Archbishop's answer to his well-intentioned correspondent must have been surprising, unless, of course, the man was already familiar with the famous epistolary style of the prelate he was writing to. "I would beg leave to state at once," Hughes responded, "that to me no derivation of life could be more highly appreciated than that which has descended to me from my Irish ancestry. Be assured that it would be rather a humiliation than a pride if it should appear that the genesis of the family came from Wales." The letter was vintage Hughes, in all ways representative of a man who regarded his ethnic background, most of the time, as vitally important, second only to his religion, in the evolution of his character and the unfolding drama of his life. John Hughes has been born a Roman Catholic in a country where it was scarcely possible to practice that religion, and had come to a new country where the possibilities were greater, but hardly free of conflict. By the time he was in his early 40s, he was the most famous Roman Catholic in the United States. Yet, he also ultimately saw himself as an Irishman in America, with all the pain and potential that concept entailed, and more specifically, an Irishman who was a citizen of the nation's largest, most vibrant, and contentious city. To be a Catholic, an Irishman, a New Yorker, these were core identities. No one now that Hughes was in his 62nd year could have hoped to unsettle that sense of private or public self. Yet Hughes had only himself to blame. If John O'Donovan of Dublin was poking about for him in genealogical archives years before for reasons known only to himself, I fell into a great blunder. He had floated the idea in a newspaper statement of a Welsh ancestry. It was the kind of lapse that, especially in his later, more exhausted years, few of his critics who followed his public utterances would let him forget.